Are affirmations the most effective way of reducing or eliminating negative self-talk? Hi, that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I'm going to answer that question right off the top. No, absolutely. Affirmations are not the most effective way to reduce your negative self-talk. I can understand why you might think that. If you Google how to eliminate negative self-talk, one of the first things that comes up on any list is positive affirmations. But if positive affirmations worked that well to reduce negative self-talk, then wouldn't everybody have no negative self-talk? I mean, anybody who does affirmations would immediately, poof, have no more negative self-talk. And we all know, face it, we all know that's not the case. In fact, we have between 12,000 and 60,000 thoughts a day. 90% of those thoughts are repetitious, and 85% of those thoughts are negative. That's what being a human is. We are hardwired for negativity and negative self-talk. And if it were as easy as saying, I love and accept myself unconditionally 5 or 6 times a day, that would be great. But unfortunately, and here, wait, I want to clarify. I am not dissing affirmations. In fact, my Inner Critic Tamer newsletter always has one affirmation included, one of my favorite affirmations, and I use affirmations. What I am saying is that affirmations alone are not the way to reduce our negative self-talk. And most of us have a whole lot more negative self-talk than we are aware we have, because we have these thought patterns that are automatic and habitual over and over and over again every day. Negative habitual thought patterns that are automatic. And we're not aware of them. They're playing like tapes in the background of our head, but they're constantly like Chinese water torture, drip, 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 impacting our ability to achieve our goals and to live up to our full potential. Affirmations alone can lead to toxic positivity, where you refuse to think or allow yourself to be conscious of thinking anything negative or feeling any negative emotion. When you're doing that, you're saying, I can't be angry. That's what I've said all my life. I can't be angry. Well, I'm repressing anger. And it's going to come up in some other way. And with me, it came up as depression and anxiety. Affirmations are like a Band-Aid on an infected cut. If the cut is infected, you can't just slap a Band-Aid over it and expect it to heal. You have to do something about the infection, otherwise it's going to get worse. So if affirmations are not the most effective way to reduce our negative self-talk, what is? Mental fitness training. Mental fitness training is the most effective way of reducing our negative self-talk. Mental fitness training rewires our thought pathways. I talked about those automatic habitual negative thought patterns or thought habits. They're thought habits. We think them every day. We have to reprogram or rewire those negative thought patterns with positive thought patterns, and affirmations can help with that. But first, you have to get in the habit of disengaging from the negative thought and reducing its power over you, reducing its charge. If it was, it's got a really powerful charge, it's attracting it, it grabs you. It's like Velcro. We need to learn to reduce the charge of that negative thought and shift into neutral before we can shift into a positive mindset where we can entertain any sort of positive thought pattern. And that's where affirmations come in really handy, because we want to replace the negative thought habit with a positive thought habit. But there are a couple steps in between in that process of rewiring our brain and getting rid of those automatic, habitual negative thought patterns. There are some steps that are required along the way before you can start programming your mind with a positive affirmation or a new positive thought pattern. And those are the steps in mental fitness. And that is why I am so passionate about the practice of mental fitness and the importance of a daily mental fitness training regimen. So if you're into physical fitness and into your physical health, you know that you need to work out, if not every day, at least a couple days a week. Otherwise, you're not going to maintain your physical fitness. The same is true with your brain. You have to work your brain every day, not just a couple times a week, but every day throughout the day, in order to overcome the automatic, habitual, negative thought patterns that are at the root of your negative self-talk. Now, if this made sense to you and you want to learn more, message me. I love to talk about mental fitness. I'd like to talk to you about what your negative self-talk is doing, the impact it's having on you, and see if maybe there's a way that we can work together to help you eliminate or at least reduce your negative self-talk without falling into the trap of toxic positivity. I hope to get a message from you right now. So if this really spoke to you, don't wait a moment. Click on the message and message me right away, and we can start talking. Mwah!